Welcome to the Collector Friendly Podcast. I'm here with Jason.
Hi.
A toy hunter I've known for 40 odd years. How are you, Jason?
One of these days I'm going to learn to not interrupt you during the introduction.
It's never going to happen.
No.
Yeah. Okay. You pick up any toys this week?
I did.
Uh-huh.
Well, they came through the door.
Anything that would interest me?
I got the multiverse Batman.
Okay.
So,
That's the Dark Knight Returns Batman. That art is so cool on the back.
Yeah. This came through the door. It's not the chase, but it still looks cool.
You don't want the chase. I think the chase has like some weird shading.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what this was when I looked at it again, and I'm like, is he coming with some sort of like a bug spray tank? And then it turns out it's the lamppost. Yeah.
It is a little candy coated there. I think it's directly out of the comic, but it's not very stylized. I agree.
Yeah, no, not it's probably comic accurate, but not. It took me a little bit, and then
I agree.
Did I show this? I can't even remember. The Nemesis Enforcer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got him too. Let me grab mine. He's right here.
I'm disappointed with the way that the wings work.
Yeah.
They seem a little too long for me from the body.
Okay.
Based on the original cartoon and some of the comic.
I got a floating around.
I love the articulation.
My arm's floating around in the box there. I got to pull them out and make sure it works. So have you played with them at all?
No.
Okay.
Nope, not yet.
So you said the wings are a little long, huh?
Yeah, I mean, just if you look at the picture here, it's the body to the, like everyone has
scale. Everyone
has it where they're down a little bit lower. And in the cartoon, they weren't the arm. They didn't have an arm. It was more bat where it was just stuck on the back of him.
Right.
But it was closer to the body, so all of these wings were much closer to the body. But as you can see, the only way to get that sort of, try not to get the glare. The only way that you can get that,
right?
They do, but they don't articulate in a way that I think would mimic the way that the old toy looked like.
I see.
And so I'm kind of disappointed in that. But overall, I mean, the figure itself looks amazing.
Do a little live unboxing here.
Uh-oh.
Also want to, as his forearm came loose in the box here, so I just want to make sure the peg isn't busted. I always hate that. I'm gonna have to heat it up. These twist ties are just awful. You know, like when you start messing around with some of the like Mafex or Mesco, some of the higher end toy lines don't mess around with twist ties really ever, because they use that tray system, you know, with that cover. And it's just so much more premium than twist ties.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever made twist ties is
rich.
I guess. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. The invention of the twist tie can be tied to inventor Richard Gurley Drew in the 1920s. We also have him to thank for Scotch tape. No idea of his net worth, but he died in Santa Barbara, California in 1980.
People have been taking the wings off of legions.
Okay. Mythic Legions?
Mythic Legions. Sorry, there's a couple of them that are there that have been taking them off and using them, and they work a little bit better.
Huh. Would you see that in the Joe group?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So they just peg in, huh?
Yeah. Where you can see the kind of sort of, it's higher up, like more closer to the body, right? I don't know. Can you see what I'm sharing? Sorry.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So it's all kind of more of the body.
Wow. That brings me back, man. That snake. Right? So
and then,
cool. Those colors.
I mean, obviously the original toy wasn't exactly the best in the world.
Pretty late in the cycle.
Yeah. Well, he came with a 3-pack and he didn't really.
Oh, that's right. I do remember the 3-pack as well.
But they do have some that aren't as bad. And here's one that's not great, but I think they tried to release a 25th anniversary, but I'm not 100% sure.
So are a lot of people talking about that?
I don't
That
know.
issue?
I think a lot of people are happy with the sculpt in general, and that he's a good figure. I mean, it's one of those where you're like, you either like it or you don't. I think. I like the figure itself. It looks really cool. I'm just not too happy with the wings. But will I be displaying this one? Probably not until I can get the other two, like a Globulus or a Pythona, or even the Cobra Law Guard. You know, I'll take it. But he's not going to have a... It seems odd or out of place to just throw him up on a shelf.
I see. What about with the Once a Man?
I mean, I guess that could work.
So I was hair drying him here, blow drying him, throwing some heat on him because the hand is kind of like, I don't want to like screw up the paint. See, his
Right.
hand's like lodged in there, so I don't want to like, so I have to actually pull out the hand
Did it
from
break?
the arm. No, it didn't. But
Okay, good.
I mean, I guess the other one's technically in plastic as well, as you can see. But the forearm came loose in the package, so that it kind of fell. It sunk in deeper. Hasbro. Oh, I got it. So that heat really helped. Okay. No issues there. And then I just thought the peg looked a little flat. Does that
Yeah.
look normal to you? Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people have been complaining about quality control issues, but
Really?
not recently though. I think they really stepped up their game. Hasbro did.
Good. Yeah, I noticed that as well.
While you're doing that, I'll just show off. I finally
Yeah,
got
your
my
dark
dark side.
seed. Yeah. Are you going to pull them out at all?
Oh well, yeah, I will. He'll definitely be a centerpiece to whatever evil organization shelf that I'll have for my DC characters.
Yeah, I noticed a lot. I still have him in the box, and he just looks so good in the box, and I love the art on the back. That I was like contemplating leaving him as such for a while because I heard so many people complaining about the quality control with that particular figure, about how the limbs
stiff joints or
they fall off. Like as you're
really?
articulating him, his arms, I think specifically, his arms just fall right off. I'm not sure if the legs do, but
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I heard he just kind of just falls apart when you start moving him around. Which isn't great. I mean, you can put them back together; it doesn't break really, but
Hope not.
no, he kind of ceases to be so menacing when he's just kind of
Battle damage.
cool character though. I've been looking at the Mesco Darkseid, really menacing, and he's got light up eyes, etc. I'm not so into the light up features really ever, but I'm looking for like a really nice Darkseid for my display, and that one seems pretty cool. Yeah,
That's
kind of
kinda
I've been kind of on this Mesco kick. I got something sent to me recently, and in addition to that, in the package, somebody threw in this little Gomez, which is kind of their mascot. So I'm
Nice.
going to unbox him as well here alive. Yeah, you see he's in the logo. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but the logo for Mesco is just like a little roach head.
Oh yeah.
This is their mascot, and he just comes in all these different flavors. Mesco really champions him,
Okay.
and that's nice when I think a toy company has a mascot. Let's see, does Hasbro have a mascot?
Well, it used to be those two people in a house, but I don't think it's anything else
Oh
anymore.
yeah. Did they ever do anything toyetic with that? With like those two people in a house? No such thing. Does McFarlane has a mascot? His name's Todd, and he's everywhere. Yeah.
Todd's
And
Mods.
and they have made him a toy. They have made him
Yeah.
into a toy.
I think twice.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I
Yeah.
think once in the 112 and then once in the 110. Look at his like dirty looking like pauldrons there.
Oh yeah. Definitely. And I guess this is more akin to the new comic that's coming out. The
Aha.
there is a company who I have forgotten now, and I'm going to lose my GI Joe card because of this.
Uh-oh.
Skybound, I think,
Skybound. Yeah, we
is
talked
a new
about
comic company that just has the rights. Originally, it was Image that had the rights for it,
that. That's right. Uh-huh.
or Devil's Due. Devil's Due had the rights, and Devil's Due had a whole entire series or a run of comics. And
Devil's
now,
Due.
yeah, now I think it's Skybound has it, and they just released
Yeah.
#1, but it's supposed to be more to what he looks like in the comic, the new comic.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna apply some heat here really quick. Yeah.
Metal components.
Are you looking at the dark seed?
Yeah.
Dark side? It's interesting kind of doing a retrospective, a personal retrospective on a toy company after they put out something that is right up your alley, like the 4 turtles they put out recently, the Mesco turtles. It's like, okay, what's up with Mesco? I should probably look into them a little further. And now the same thing is happening with Joy Toy for a lot of people, I think. Mm-hmm. Jeez.
I like that. I think some of the Joy Toy stuff, I mean, we'll probably get into this a little bit later, but we'll go along with those, not Ninja Turtles. Spring, summer, fall, autumn, winter,
right.
whatever.
You think they're the same size?
I think they're about, I mean, those Not Turtles are about 4 inches. And I think that the Joy Toys are about the same size.
Huh. I thought there was... Yeah, I think they're going to be a little smaller.
Which one, the Joy Toys?
Joy Toy over the Not Turtles, yeah. Over the Rage.
Only by maybe by 1/4 of an inch.
This is obnoxious, dude. I can't get this arm on there. Let me try heating up the arm.
Some of the G.I. Joes, I stuck them in hot water. I didn't use I was unaware of the hairdryer / heat gun. Which is your preferred? Heat gun or a hairdryer?
Hairdryer. Is there a heat gun? I guess there is.
Yeah. So you use a hairdryer?
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just because there's always one lying around. Dude, I don't know I think this is broken.
This is the one that has no hair?
The peg looks weird, doesn't it? It's like kind of flat. I've never seen one look like that before. Have you?
No, is that like it's double jointed but pinned?
It is double jointed, but that's his forearm. Yeah, it's...
Did they do it backwards?
I don't think so. I think it's just twisted around. I mean, I think that's how the other one looks. I kind of want to pull it off just to see. What a pain. I think I'm going the right direction, yeah.
Well, they do look a little weird.
You seen them?
Well, I'm looking at the one that I have in my box, and it definitely seems like put out. Is there any twist on the forearm?
Well,
so you can twist the gauntlets in the direction?
Yeah. This one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, independently, yes, there is.
Okay.
So that's maybe why they're shaped like that. But like I'm really pushing hard on it, and you can see some paint rub coming off on that peg. Like I don't care, obviously, but yeah, he's a little. Kind of reminds me of somebody I went to high school with. Yeah.
Who will remain nameless.
Yeah. It's not going back on, man.
Uh-oh.
That is really lame, dude. Hasbro. Oh, jeez. You know, they saw this as they shoved it into a box for me. They probably shouldn't have done that. They probably should have just kept it. Unboxed it, fixed it. Mm-hmm. As opposed to send it to me. That's so lame.
Hasbro customer service.
Have you ever had to do that before?
No, but I mean, other people in the community have, and they seem to be fairly understanding and fairly good.
Just send them some photos. I should have taken a picture of it in the box.
I think they say like send it back. like you'll have to send the whole figure back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's really stupid. Screw you, Hasbro. I also don't like these white pauldrons. It looks like I just rubbed it on the ground. It just looks dirty, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
they're supposed to be bone or some stupid thing. I don't know.
It looks awful. It's supposed to be a wash, but there's no detail.
Awful entertaining.
There's no detail. Yeah, geez. Yeah, I'd be curious to know what you think about him when you pull him out of the pack. He also just feels a little gummier than normal.
Yeah.
Not the best. Not
Well,
the
I mean,
best one they
I
put
mean, if
out.
you think about it this way, they've had this figure for a while, and they just took forever to put him out on the market. You know, I think they showed him at PulseCon, well, maybe one before PulseCon, like as just a random one-off before Comic-Con. It was before Comic-Con, and everyone was like, "Oh, we'll see Nemesis Enforcer at Comic-Con," and that didn't happen. And then they're like, "Oh, well, we'll see him at PulseCon," and like that didn't happen. But they had teased him already, and then eventually it was some random event in Europe or something like that somewhere. I think that they released him. They're like, "Hey, look, now he's up for pre-order," and he's another one of these where we pre-ordered him, and all of a sudden he was shipping,
Oh, wow.
which is great because who doesn't want to pre-order something and then turn around and get it shipped to him 2 weeks later? But not so good, obviously, with quality control problems. I wonder if Once a Man is the same way. If I mean, I haven't heard a lot of people complaining about it as much as I have with Nemesis Enforcer, but something is to be said for waiting until waiting, I guess.
Jeez. Yeah. The paint seems a little bit kind of just like, I don't know.
Yeah, paint application issues, sure.
It just seems a little. It just seems like too much of a not enough detail. Like there's a lot of nice sculpt on this figure, but then the paint application is just like boom. It's just like a paint bucket in Photoshop, just burgundy, purple. They put like this weird little splotch on his belt here, but it similarly just looks like a mistake, kind of like the dirt on his pauldrons. I don't know. It just not super impressed with him just yet, especially that I had some quality control issue out of the box, which does smart a little bit. I do like his feet. I do like the feet. Those are fun. Did the original figure have these feet?
No.
Yeah.
He had regular human
Standard.
feet.
Oh, you got a little drop down leg there. What do you think about
That's
the drop
standard
down?
for the G.I. Joe classifieds, to drop down hips.
Yeah, the hips. Thank you. Huh. Okay, they work pretty well. All right,
So
I
other
will
than-
reach out to Hasbro and I will circle back with you, let you know how that process goes.
Okay. I'm sure our viewers would be happy
Look
to
out
hear
for
about
that.
it.
Speaking of toys that are a little less QC prone, although it does happen. The very first Joy toy I ever opened up, I had to fix the helmet with some super glue. Just QC, it just comes with the territory, man. It's a bit of a bummer, when you spend good dough on a figure. There's less and less toys popping up at Target that I want. And I'm kind of shifting more to almost exclusively getting stuff from online retailers. But you never get the benefit of checking it out in store,
You're right.
I never pick up a figure when I see a limb floating around in the package. I'm always like, yeah, you could probably get it back on there, but there might be a chance that you can't, which was just
Which, as you,
exemplified here by Nemesis.
Yeah.
But I got this Joy toy, man. I got all four, and they just came in recently. And they're starting to pop up at retailers again. I don't know if you've noticed.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen them.
People are talking about it. I discovered a site recently, actually, where you can get them there, and I think they're even 10% off of the normal retail. But it's a place called Cool Toys Club, and it is a overseas retailer, of course, because Joy Toy is a Chinese company. You're looking at it right now. Or what are you looking at? Joy Toy's website. Yeah, you can't
They're
order
offering
anything, unfortunately, from Joy Toy direct. They only, I think, ship to mainland China.
oh,
But they hook
'cause
up
they
other
have-
companies like Cool New Toys or Cool Toys Club. Yeah, I was going to share my screen with you. Let me share mine with you because I'm actually looking at Cool Toys Club where they're also
Okay.
showcased there. They do actually have. You see what I'm working with here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have the 4 turtles here, 10% off. I think for the entire.
Wait, you can get
collection.
all 4 of them for $35?
No, unfortunately, the way this site works, it's a little odd. You have to pick your SKU down here. So there's but still, it's still on sale technically. And I think I can't
Oh,
remember if
140. Okay.
I can't remember if the shipping is outrageous or if it doesn't exist at all. I think it might be pretty inexpensive, the shipping. But yeah, this is all 4 turtles, completely for sale now, which is awesome because they were, everyone thought they were gone for good, but obviously with the announcement of the new figs, they decided to kind of pump some more out. Here's your Bebop and Rocksteady.
Those look amazing.
They look great, and they're 1/18, so you'd be surprised that these are really small, and the detail is so high. I mean, they've had so much practice with these finer details from doing the Warhammer, which are very highly detailed figures. I mean, this is probably a breath of fresh air for them. Take a breather and paint some mutant turtles and warthogs and rhinos. A little bit more cartoony. And then this was just announced. Yeah, I mean, the Shredder's okay.
I like the
people
foot
seem-
soldiers more than I like
Foot
Shredder.
soldiers are cool. The foot soldiers are really cool. I agree with you. I'm really into this whole this phenomenon when a toy company kind of takes the bunch of liberties with the characters. So this foot soldiers never existed in a comic or cartoon, but Joy Toy just kind of made an amalgamation of like maybe from Mirage, maybe from IDW, and maybe from their own imagination and developed their own foot soldier, and it's fun. And you're not going to own anything else like this.
It almost seems like they did that with the turtles too. Yes.
Oh yeah.
It seems like they're the turtles, but the style's a little bit different.
For instance, the license plates on their shell.
Yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah, that's really cool. I think that's interesting. This guy's got a little spike pad. Raphael, because he's a little spiky in the personality department. And Michelangelo saw him do that, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna put a license plate there instead." Maybe he's mocking, Raphael by doing that. It seems completely in universe. Yeah, they're taking some liberties, but it's super inspired by the characters that we know and love. Donatello's got the wrench, of course, the giant piece of pizza. Actually, I like that because the pizza's normal size, but the turtles are actually a little smaller, so it looks scaled to me.
And then the effects too, like the sword swinging effect, and then the did they have some of the effect pieces there?
Oh, they definitely will, yeah.
The bow, yeah, there you go. So the nunchucks, the bow swinging, like all of those effect pieces look really cool if you're gonna pose them together.
Yeah, they didn't just do the Mikey spin. They gave you some effect pieces for everybody.
Yeah.
I've never seen really effective Raphael Sai effect pieces. I'm not sure I'd buy these ones either.
I was gonna say I don't think those work either. So
yeah, they seem a little I don't know, reaching. But the turtle characters are really cool. I'm about to unbox one now, and he's just got the tray system, so he's gonna be really easy to pull right out. Perfect for unboxing on stream.
the Shredder reminds me a lot of the 2013 Turtles.
Sure.
Shredder. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of more samurai.
And that logo too, I think, is definitely very newer Turtle. Is it 2013?
2013? I'm not sure.
2003. It's an odd and a 3.
I do recall that that Shredder being kind of more samurai influenced. But that's cool. I like them. I didn't say I disliked them. I just I thought the foot soldiers were the standout in this particular release. obviously still for pre-sale, and most recently, April and Splinter were put up. And I love that
Yeah.
Splinter. I love the trend of Splinter just coming with the baby turtles now. That's like standard.
Right?
He looks a little bit like the Fury or the Fury or the Rage Splinter.
Yes. The master, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I don't feel like he's completely unique. And obviously April, it looks like April, but they kind of gave her the small coat and the gray shirt. I think they took enough liberties with her. There's a mouser. I mean, they didn't do anything to change up the mouser.
No. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to mess with success.
Yeah,
At
I
that
keep
point.
thinking that I keep thinking this is like Rage Toys where they're developing their own characters, but no, this is still April O'Neil. It's just their spin on it, and she's got the camera and the microphone, which is funny. I think she looks great. They're really good at human characters too.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty decent face mold for a 1/18 scale character. And I first noticed that with some of their other human characters. Let's see here. Do I have one handy?
It was 2003 for Ninja Turtles. By the
Oh,
way.
there you go. Okay. So these ones all have masks on, but I kind of got into Battle for the Stars, I think this subline is called. And it is Joy Toy as well, but I just picked up a couple
Battle
of
of
these.
the Network Stars?
Battle for the Stars, the Cult of San Reja, which is a subline of that line. But it's just kind of like, Borderlands style characters. I was working on this kind of display with some rusted kind of, fort at the center. And I thought these characters would look pretty cool. And I think their masks come off, or maybe they don't. But I like how they do human characters. So seeing that April definitely was reminiscent of some of the other figures I've seen from Joy Toy. And 1/18 is a fun scale. It's
That's what, 4 inches?
Yeah, you got
3
it.
1/4 inch? 4 inch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neither of those looked like Donny Osmond, by the way. So I don't know what you're talking about. Where Battle of the Network Stars.
Is Battle for the Network Stars, is that a show starring
It
Donny
was.
Osmond? Oh, okay.
Battle of the Network Stars pitted
Yeah.
TV sitcom personalities against each other. ABC,
So-
NBC, CBS. Back when there was only 3 channels.
Amazing. So, so this would be technically 1/18, and then this is actually 3.75. Kind of like the Super 7 reaction figures. So this is right in line with the reaction figures, and this is a 1/18. So I think 4 inches is more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
See, here's another.
the original G.I. Joe and the O-rings are 3 1/4 inch, so 3.7,
Yeah.
3.75.
You see how the 5 points line that we know of
Yeah.
from Mesco looks like exactly the same scale as the Super 7 reaction figure? It's almost identical. And then you got your Joy Toy, or excuse me, Haya, which is, Joy Toy adjacent.
So the Destro itself is the 1/18 scale?
Correct. It's the same as the Turtles, yes.
Okay.
Or the,
And that's
Joy Toy
about
Turtles.
4 inches, probably. A little bit
Yeah.
above. 4
Yeah.
1/4.
The scale game, man. You gotta love it.
You
I
know what?
love-
I'm
I love
going to
mixing
get.
toy lines. Go ahead.
I said what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a thing, and so I can know what 1/12 scale is, 1/16
Yeah.
scale, 1/8 scale, whatever it is. I'm going to put it along the side so I can memorize this. So,
There's probably an app for it.
well, there may be, but
Now, what the hell is superpowers then? Because they don't look good with reaction figures at all. Do they look good with Joy Toy? Let's see. They look way big for Joy Toy. In fact, I think they're going to look too big for 1/18 as well. Here's that Destro again. I'm hesitant to hold up the turtle as a measure of scale for 1/18 because they're pretty small for that scale, right? I mean, they're going to be smaller than the human characters. They're going to be smaller than that April O'Neil, for instance, because turtles are small. But then you got
really,
Destro
you think
here.
so?
They have to be. Yeah, they're small guys, turtles in the universe, right? At least they should be. I think.
Yeah, I
NECA,
guess you're right. Turtle
I
April
guess,
was a little bit taller than him in the cartoons.
I guess the NECA line seems to stray from that. But do these guys look like they're in scale? Not really, huh? Maybe. A little bulky. This one's a
I
little
think
bit
it's
more
better than
cartoony.
I think it's better than the
Yeah.
other ones.
For sure.
So they're probably
that's
more online with
interesting.
that one.
This is the kind of stuff that is fun for me, like to see what toy lines I can mix together. I don't like it when I have like this Destro next to maybe like a NECA Toon Turtle because the scale's way off and it's just not fun for me to see on a shelf right next to each other. But when you got something like this going that work in scale, it's like, oh heck yeah, that's fun. I feel like scale is like the rule of the toy universe, and then from there you can kind of do anything you want. But that's just me, obviously. You can play however you want. Yeah, man, that's a lot of show and tell. But let's go back to this Joy Toy Turtle, man. I'm really excited.
I'm interested.
I've been hearing so much about this Joy Toy Turtle, and it's about time I check it out for myself. And I know you're kind of curious as well. So you saw that April and you saw that Splinter, and that has made you more interested or same interested?
Actually, the Bebop and Rocksteady made me more interested.
Okay.
I'm really all about them. Splinter, I'm okay with. Splinter. You got to get him. You got to get him. But I think the Bebop, Rocksteady, the Foot Soldiers, I think are made me more interested.
Definitely. So this is a little guy. I'm just going to throw a little heat on him, which is fairly standard workflow for me. I got a hair dryer here in the toy room.
You can never be without a hairdryer.
Still bummed about this Hasbro here, but it'll be a good experience to see how good their departments are, QC department. So this is the turtle here. Small guy, but highly detailed. I mean, the paint is on point. He looks really clean. Nice clean paint apps. There's that spike pad on the shell.
Nice.
This is one of the reasons I wanted to open up him first, because I just wanted to see that. Be careful with the headband. That's just floating around. I don't think it pegs in. I think that's glued in. That feels good. I think it's single articulation. Let's see here. It's always hard to tell with turtles because they got the elbow pads and knee pads. It looks like it's double on the knees. Feels really good. It feels premium. You hear that creaking. Joy Toy's quality, man. I mean, it's up to somebody who, if they want to get into 118 or not. But I think Joy Toy with this particular line has made a lot of toy collectors fans of the 118 scale.
Well, the quality's there.
Whether they
if
like
it's
it
not,
or not.
I mean, not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you would think 118 would be kind of less detailed. But these guys
because it gets smaller.
disprove that for sure. Yeah. So I like it. All four turtles come with a skateboard, of course, with a peg on there, which is a little close to the front. I don't know. I feel like it should be in the middle. We'll see how that looks. And this is the way to my heart right here. Is the I love it when Playmates did this with some of their 40th year anniversary figs. Just like they come with a little piece of a display stand that you put them all together, and then you got a full composition. I do like that. I like that a lot. So I mean, you get all these, and then you even get another stand. More premium. I mean, every premium figure tends to come with a stand, but it's a shame that G.I. Joe or Marvel Legends don't come with a fun little stand. Like, this is fun for me getting something like this. Anyways.
Yeah, the what's it? Well, the G.I. Joe, the retro line comes with a peg, but it's not like it's not a diorama stand. You can't put it together to have.
There's no paint on it. Yeah. And then what's fun is that they each come with kind of a different sort of pizza slice. This one looks like it's mid-bite.
You think they could all put them together and form one pie?
I don't know. I think there's only 4 pieces. That doesn't make no pie. Like, this one's got holes in the center of it. Look at that detail. Yeah, really cool, man. Yeah, really impressed with Joy Toy. And then there's, of course, the, the effect pieces. So the effect pieces are actually stuck onto the alternate size. That's cool. So you don't have to mess around with them.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, you get different size without, which is probably how I'm going to display them. And then of various hands. Yeah, cool fig, man. I think it's worth the price, no question. Yeah, I'd be
Did you get
curious to see
anything
how they
else?
stack up next to Rage. Yeah, I got this. So I actually pre-ordered this with Rogue, and Rogue doesn't come out until March, Q1, 2025. But Nerd Urbanity was nice enough to send me the Captain America anyway, so I don't have to wait
Oh
for the
man.
Rogue.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought for sure I was gonna have to wait until she came out to get both of them, but because it was one order.
Right.
But yeah, what a hookup, man! I haven't opened them yet, but everybody's saying that this is the best Captain America to have ever come out to this point. Two shields.
Yeah. There's a shield that has the little like almost throwing thing, so it looks like he's going to be throwing it or catching it.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I have the what's it, the Diamond Select Captain America,
Yeah.
and that's pretty good.
Marvel
But
Select.
I keep looking at that and I'm contemplating getting it.
Yeah, I mean for $30, that Diamond Select is an awesome deal. I think it's comparable to this Mafex, not in terms of price, but in terms of how good it looks for being a
Yeah.
classic Captain America.
Fits well, or might fit
Yeah.
well in a collection.
Yeah. So good, man. Excellent. So that's this week's gets. God, I'm still thinking about that classified Nemesis. As soon as I get off the stream, I'm contacting
Right.
those cats.
Emailing. Get this out here.
So we looked at Joy Toy. Yeah, there's a lot of sales popping up all of a sudden. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Getting
still
ready
have
for the
this-
Christmas time. Black Friday.
You stop sharing here. Oh, that's right. Are you anticipating anything?
No, not really. I mean, the Super 7 sale going on Big Bad Toys. I think I might pick up a
actually,
couple of Ninja Turtles that I haven't gotten, or from that line, the Super 7 Ultimate ones.
Yeah.
Casey Jones for sure, $20. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, so that was how much he was, I think, this time last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is an amazing sale. I mean, even this party wagon, which is obviously still extremely pricey. I mean, you get a lot of bang for that buck, though. And I
I
think
might
this
have
is
that party wagon.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe
Pile of loot. This is the
Maybe.
best party wagon out there.
it's because it's the old Playmates one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's inspired by. Yeah, I mean, look at the nice detail on the seats. Oh, I love this exploding.
Yeah,
But,
I might. I think I have that in my pile of loot.
Look at the mouse.
It runs it over. That's
Yeah,
awesome. That's a good accessory.
I love all the tools that it
Yeah.
comes with. The plunger. I mean, this puts the NECA party wagon to shame, in my opinion.
For sure. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Not because I have it. Possibly bought it. I don't know.
Do you have the NECA one as well?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, there's some good deals here. This Cobra bat for $22. I'm not even sure. I think I might have them. I have to go dig
I
it.
have them.
Oh yeah. They definitely want you to army build them though.
But yeah, for sure.
$22. That's an attractive offer.
I got turned off on the G.I. Joe line for Super
Yeah.
7 Ultimate. I mean, it's very definitely cartoon accurate, but for some reason it just wasn't, so I'm
agree.
sticking with classified.
I agree with you. I think the GI Joes don't lend themselves that well to this really cartoony kind of. I don't know. It's just there's a reason they were drawn like this for the cartoon.
Yeah.
Obviously to keep it simple for the animators, but in toy form, you just think of GI Joes in a totally different way. They're just too iconic in their normal toy form.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, that one just doesn't. I mean, I like the accessories. I like the fact that there's some callbacks to some really obscure G.I. Joe cartoon episodes.
Destro in particular.
Yeah, and then I mean, now he's got the whip from the electric whip that I think they use in one of the Pyramid of Darkness or something like that. And
Huh, that's cool.
And then there's the bomb that I think that Bazooka tries to disable, or that's either or that or the one that Zartan throws into the some thing that he was trying to take over, some green piece, something or other. But yeah, I don't know. I can't get behind him.
All right,
Silverhawks.
good
I
enough.
really liked that line, but I think I'm done. I've collected
Yeah.
everybody that I wanted to collect. I have Copper Kid pre-ordered, and that'll complete
Oh,
my list, my actual Silverhawk collection.
and you keep trying to push Scratch onto me.
Yeah, every day. I mean, he
$20 is pretty
look at that.
attractive if you want to be a completist.
Look at that. The detail. He's got a ball and chain, a sack
Yeah,
of money.
the
I mean,
sack
who
of
doesn't
money's
want a
cool.
sack of money
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
dead fish for a weapon? I mean, come
I mean,
on.
$20. Wow, there's. Everyone was saying last year the Super 7 deals were so good. Everyone was like, "There's no way they can do that again this year." But here they are.
Yeah. And is that his buddy Stool Pigeon? Please tell me it's Stool Pigeon. I don't actually know the character, but
Let's see here. Swinland Sideberg Jailbird. Of course, it's called
Jailbird.
Jailbird.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. Stool Pigeon, Jailbird,
yeah.
whatever, same thing.
I like Stool Pigeon better.
Yeah. That
Um,
Leatherhead for $26 too. That's not bad.
yeah, the Leatherhead is that the TMNT. Did you see that anywhere?
Yeah, it's
That Leatherhead that was the wave that just had really loose joints. This one here.
oh, okay.
So I actually avoided this entire wave, which was a shame because I really liked the way that Krang looked. But I've seen so many unboxings where people pull him out of the package and they can't even stand him up in
Well,
his
he
walker.
seems like an awkward figure.
The Krang?
Oh
Or
no,
so
I'm
does
talking
this
about
guy, yeah.
Leatherhead. Sorry.
Krang came out in this wave as well, and I think everybody in that wave had loose joints, which
Okay.
is really
Well, good to
annoying.
know.
Yeah, I think it's right here. I think they're trying to hawk the entire wave for cheap. Yeah,
Yeah,
88
they
bucks. You
do.
can see
It's
it.
there he is.
Yeah, this entire wave was
Damn, because
unfortunate.
that's a really good upgrade for the Leonardo
Walker.
Samurai. Because I had the original one, and
Yeah.
that's definitely two to it, plus a little bit of an upgrade.
You see a lot of people holding up that Samurai Leo and just kind of shaking them back and forth. You see his
Oh
legs
no,
just all over
that's
the
not
map.
good.
Yeah, yeah. But that was wave 4, so they were still kind of getting their bearings, I think. But anyways, yeah. I mean, this scumbug at $42. I mean, he's a fairly new figure. Well, I think he can get lower. But yeah, these little bugs, you got to actually stick them on there manually. It's weird. Kind of a gross figure. The gross out figures don't really do it for me. But this $25 Bebop, I mean, I got one up there. I just love this figure so much. He's heavy, he's big. He towers over the turtles as he should. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a second one.
He's a
Anyways,
beefy figure for sure.
yeah, yeah. They're putting out the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 figures again,
Yeah,
which is cool
re-releasing.
because this Gambit sold out pretty quick initially. I still got them in package. I was thinking about selling them after I got that Mafex. I'm like, why am I holding on to this? And they just re-released them. So, anyways,
Too late.
wait till he sells that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's all I got for today, man. We can call it. I'm getting a little tired. It's 9:30. I still gotta walk my dog. Well, I'm gonna start looking into Hasbro customer service, and in the meantime, I'm gonna see you next week, Jason.
Yep. See you next week.
Thanks, buddy. Stay up, sir.
All right.
That's an episode.
Put it in a box.